Hello everybody. Okay, today inshallah we are going to revise some previous grammatical rule. Okay, first of all we will start with some modal verbs, like for example must, have to, has to, need to. Okay, let's see number one. Choose the correct answer. You are getting fat. You got to go to the gym more often. Here we want to choose, where we choose what? Should, couldn't, shouldn't, need. Of course, we have here need to. Why? Because we have here the word to. So we are going to choose here the word to. Why? Because we have to. Here we can use you have to, you need to, both are right. But I will choose here need to because it's clear, okay, to this sentence. Number two. The sign says no smoking here, so you don't smoke here. Try to imagine with me. Whenever we have no smoking, no parking, any sign, so it's a rule. Okay, so I have to use you mustn't smoke here. So the answer would be you mustn't. Why? Because mustn't here refers to no smoking sign. Mustn't, who can remind me? Mustn't here equal what? Mustn't here equal it's forbidden, right? What else? I can say it's not allowed. I can say it's banned. I can say it's against the law. So all these words, okay, equivalent to the word mustn't. Mustn't equal it's forbidden, it's banned, it's against the law, it's not allowed. All these equivalent to the word mustn't. Let's continue. Number three. You got to help poor and needy people when they ask for help. Here again we have the word to. Again we have the word to. So you will choose what? Must to, shouldn't to, ought to, can't to. Of course it's so clear. Whenever we have the word to here, we have to choose ought to. Who can remind me the word ought to equal what? Equal should. Right? Refers to which meaning? Advice. So here I have to choose ought to. Help poor people means you should help poor people. And here the word ought to and should refer to which meaning? Refer to the meaning of advice. Okay, let's continue. Number four. You should not water before you drink it. You should what? Of course, should followed by infinitive. It's so clear. So here we have the word should, we have the word ought to, followed by infinitive. So I have to choose you should by. It's infinitive form after should. It's so clear again. It's not difficult at all. Number five. You don't eat food that smells bad. It can be poisonous. Without reading, who can tell me what is the answer? You don't eat food that smells bad. Of course, something bad food. So of course you must eat it, should eat it, or you mustn't. Of course you mustn't eat it. So the answer would be you mustn't. Number six. You don't wash if you have touched an infected bird. What would you do if you have touched an infected bird? Of course you should wash. No, you will be ill. So you must wash if you have touched an infected bird. Number seven. I'm sorry, you don't speak loudly in the library. Number seven. I'm sorry, you don't speak loudly in the library. Of course here is low in the library. So you mustn't speak loudly in the library. I'm sorry, you mustn't speak loudly. It's not allowed. It's forbidden. It's banned, as we said before. Number eight. You don't drive so fast. It's not allowed. So again, you mustn't again. Number nine. You don't come and visit me. It's my wedding party. It's my wedding party. What would you choose? Must, should, shouldn't, mustn't. Of course here it's called welcome, strong invitation, or welcome, okay, or strong invitation, sorry, or warm invitation. So we have to use you must come and visit me. You must come and visit me. It's a strong invitation. It's warm invitation, so I have to use must. Of course, because I have here a wedding party and it's invitation, so I have to choose must. It's here, strong invitation. Number 10. So here by answering number 9, we have finished the modal verbs. Let's revise quickly what we have said. We have said that we have something called the modal verbs, like must, have to, has to, or need to. Okay, and we have the word should and ought to. Ought to and should, of course, referring to which meaning? Advice. And must, have to, has to, need to, the meaning of obligation. And we have the word mustn't, as we said before. Mustn't refer to the meaning of prohibition, like it's not allowed, it's forbidden, it's banned, it's against the law, and so on. Now from number 10, we are going to revise the conditionals. Who can remind me of the conditionals? We have the first conditional, if. Of course, if in the first conditional followed by what? Present simple, and then future. I mean what? I mean the word future means what I mean. Here I can use will, I can use can, I can use may. What else? With the excellent one who tell me what else? Future only? No, we can put, okay, here, order. Order, yes. Like for example, if you need any help, come and call me. Call me. If you don't know the meaning of the word in the dictionary, look it up. Check it up. So here you can use in the first conditional what? Present simple and then future or order. This is concerning the first one. What about the second? The second conditional, if we use past simple and then would only? No, not only would only. We can use would, we can use could, we can use might. Plus of course the infinitive. Okay, so this is the second conditional. Here we have another thing. What about if I want you to omit if? If he practiced hard, he would win. Of course I can write would, or I can write apostrophe D, both are right. If he practiced hard, he would win. Who can help me and omit the word if? Here I want you to omit the word if. I will put here where. Okay, excellent. So now I will omit if and put where. Where, let's continue. Where he practiced. Can I say where he practiced? Of course no. I have to write where he to practice. To practice, are you sure, miss? Yes, I'm sure. Here, whenever you write the word where, you should use to plus infinitive. Are you sure? Yes, I'm sure, and it's very important, and you will find a lot in the exams. So here, I will omit if, I will cancel if, and put the word where. And put in mind where he to practice. So where followed by to plus infinitive. Starting from number 10, we are going to revise some sentences depending on if. Does he to know? We have here to plus infinitive. Who can tell me, who is the excellent one who would tell me? Here we have to plus infinitive, so we will write or we will choose where. Okay, next one. Number 11, if my watch does right, he wouldn't have to fix it. He wouldn't have which conditional, first or second? Of course, wouldn't have, so it will be second conditional. Second conditional, so I have to use here past simple. I have here will be and had been, of course. No, I cannot use either will be or had been. I have to use if my watch were right. Were right. If I lost, put here, circle around the word lost. If I lost my friend's CD, what would I do? Here, you lost past, simple, so I have to choose I will buy, of course, no. So I will choose I would buy him a new one because I have after if past simple, so I have to choose past simple then would. Past simple and then number 13. Plants die if there is not enough water. Which conditional? Here, plants die if they won't get or if they don't get. Of course, I cannot use didn't get or wouldn't get. They are far from the answer. But what is near is wouldn't get or don't get. But let's see with each other. If here, if they won't get enough water, they will die. This is, we call it what? Zero conditional. It's a fact. If plants don't get enough water, they die. So the answer will be don't get. Why don't get? Because it's a zero conditional referring to which meaning? Referring to the meaning of the fact. So of course we cannot answer, okay, except taking the word don't get. So the answer will be don't get because it's a zero. 40. If you want to look slim and fat, I told you before, I can use in the first conditional if present and then order or imperative. So I have to use here eat less meat. If you want to look slim and fat, eat less meat. Eat less meat because here I can use after if present simple, I can use order, not only future. Number 15. If I got enough money, I would buy. Underline the word would buy. Would buy remind you of which conditional, first or second? Of course, second. Thank you. So here I have to choose if I had enough money, I would buy my second hand car. The next. What does if she read? Here I will pronounce it read or read. Of course read because it doesn't have the letter S. So it's past simple here, and noted this senior 2. Here we have the word read, past simple. If it's a present, I have to add the S to the word read. So the answer will be what? Past simple. So what would she feel? Number 17. If he does enough money, he will buy. Circle will buy. Will buy. Which conditional? Senior 2. Which conditional? Well, so I need here present simple. So the answer will be has. If he has enough money, he will buy, because we have here will buy, so I have to choose present simple after if. Hurry up. If you run very fast, you dodge the train. If you run very fast, which conditional, which tense, sorry, I mean here it's a present simple. So hurry up. If you run very fast, you will catch the train. Number 19. If I have a headache, I usually dot medicine. I took, would take, will take. Of course here it will be take a medicine. Why miss? Why don't I say I will take medicine? Because it's normal. If you have a headache, you usually take a medicine. So to somehow it's like a general truth, to somehow it's like a fact. Number 20. If I taught you a big secret, would you promise not to tell anyone else? Here, circle the word would you promise. Would you promise? Which conditional? It's a second conditional. Excellent. If I told you. So here I will choose if I told you. 21. I'd like that letter. Yes. By this, we have finished explaining the conditionals. By ending number 20, we have finished revising the conditionals. Now we will start revising the passive voice. Passive. Of course, you have taken the passive voice many times before. It's not the first time to take it. Of course, the passive form, okay, you should put in mind that the doer of the action can do the action. I'd like, for example, I'd like that letter. Dots at once. I'd like that letter send at once. To be sent, to send wasn't. Of course, to be sent. To be sent. While we are answering, we are going to revise with each other. When the thief When dot the thief arrested. When is the thief arrested? When has, when was, when had. Of course, here is past passive, so I will use was or were plus past participle. Plus what? Past participle. So when is the thief? Of course, I cannot say when is the thief. This means that the thief is always arrested. No, I should use when was the thief arrested. 23. For many years, trees dot down. Can the trees cut itself? Of course no. So I need here passive. But I have here the word for. The word for reminds you of which tense, sorry. Okay, has or have. Has or have only. Plus been. Plus what? Plus past participle. So here I have are cut post. Sorry, passive. Were cut passive. Have been passive. But why will I choose, okay, have been cut? Because we have the word for. So are cut passive, were cut passive, have been cut passive, but I have the word for. So the answer will be have been cut because of the word for. Penicillin dots by Alexander Fleming in 1928. We have here past, and of course penicillin didn't discover itself, so it's passive. So here the answer would be was discovered, and I think that no answer will be suitable because none of them is passive. Most furniture dots of wood are makes is made. I have here two answers passive. I have here are made and is made, but of course furniture is what is countable noun. So I have to choose is made, not are made, because furniture is countable noun, so it should be followed by singular verb. I don't know who the problem dots by. Again here, this sentence is passive. I don't know who the problem was solved by. Nothing is passive except this one. So the answer will be was solved because we have the word by here, if you can see. After my house, thus I moved into it. Can the house build itself? Of course no. So the sentence is what is passive? Deal. So which answer will be right? Were built, was built, is built, are built. Of course the house is singular. Okay, so I have to choose was built. Of course I cannot use is built and the whole sentence is in the past. It's clear. Surely all my friends dots to my sister's wedding. Surely all my friends dots to my sister's wedding party. Will invite? No. Are going to invite? No. Will be invited to my sister's wedding party. So here this sentence is passive again, but in the future. Who can remind me the future form of the passive? Will be plus past participle, of course. Not only well, can, may, might, again going to, used to, have to, any modal verb or any verb ends with to, the passive will be plus past participle if you remember. Number 29. Isle dots in Sinai and the Middle East. Can the isle find itself? Of course no. So isle here is passive sentence. Isle is found. Isle is found, of course. Is found, as we said before. The police dots all the criminals last week. Pay attention, senior 2. Here the police can arrest. I mean the sentence is active or passive? Of course the sentence is active, senior 2. It's not passive at all. The police dots the criminals. So of course the police arrested the criminals. It's not passive sentence, it's normal one, it's active sentence. Number 31. Who was this house dots by? Who was this house dots by? Of course we have the word by here, so this sentence again is what is passive. So the answer will be who was this house designed by? So the answer here is designed by because we have the word by. Number 35. This remote place is rarely does. Here we have the verb as, and we have the word rarely. So of course the place is rarely visited. This sentence is passive again. Of course, the place itself is rarely visited. 36. My books dot on a shelf. Can the books keep itself on a shelf? Of course not. So this sentence is passive again. So my books are kept on a shelf. Are kept on a shelf. So by this sentence, 36, my books are kept on a shelf. We have ended this session for today, revising the passive. We revised also what the modal verbs, and we have revised the if conditionals. Okay, try to remember what we have said quickly, okay, with yourselves. And thank you for listening. And next time, inshallah, we will continue our revision for the previous grammatical rule.